Hi guys, hi guys. I am gonna load up the chat in my phone here, and then we can go. Oh wow. Rotation. Guess I'm gonna have to do it this way, huh? Live chat stop. There we go. And then hold it there. But anyways, hi guys. Sorry, it's been a moment since I got onto here. I had a bit of internet issues here. Lost internet for a while, and I was using my neighbor's internet, which is also another reason why I'm really paying respect to her. I'm gonna make her favorite potato soup, my potato soup actually. But my boyfriend decided to oh, I'll get you internet. I'll pay for internet because I've been telling him I kind of hate having that feeling that um, of using someone else's internet. And there was a couple times where we um, got super close to maxing out her data, and after that she would be charged. I don't know what plan she really does have, but she did show me that I got close, and it was because, well, it was because I did that YouTube videos like this live, and then it would be processed the whole night, and that whole entire time it was just sucking data, which is right now fine. Wow. Sorry, it's a little too quiet. I know that Sapphire's near me, but where's Little Man? The Sapphire. You moving so I can sit on your lap? But anyways, I'm doing free readings. I have this upcoming video, upcoming collaboration tomorrow, doing drunken divination. So I might be consuming alcohol live, which I don't really do that. But I'm going to be doing live readings over there, and then of course they will babysit the chat. I think it's Blue's boyfriend will babysit the chat for us, because I don't want to pay attention to the chat. I just want to flip the cards over and do what I do best. I might use my original tarot deck, the first one that I've ever owned, the first one that I owned. Hey Noah, FYI, I'm feeling a lot effing better today. My voice is I can hear it's a little scratchy, but my boyfriend loved it that I was silent for a good 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. It was 4 days of no voice. I think by this day 2 it was just it was just grasping for freaking voice. And of course, I did everything that everybody says. I did what everybody says was to do honey, do this and this and that, and literally it was just me not using my voice, and I had to resist. I got to the point, and I think I told you this, Noah. It got to the point where I had to text my boyfriend what I want, in front of him, and he's like, "It's so nice dating to mute," and I'm like, he's like, "Wow, it's just it's so quiet, and I love it." And I was like, "I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you at all." But I feel a lot better. I think day 4 is when I stopped talking literally, and that was a couple days ago. And then yesterday, it was crackly voice. But the day before, was it yesterday or the day before? It was crackly, but now I got it back, and I'm happy that I actually have a voice now, because I have drunken divination to do, and he was gonna cancel. He was gonna cancel it because of me, or have someone else take the spot. But I was like, no, I worked too fucking hard to get here. Like, no, I'm gonna not talk. So I was like, not talking, which was kind of nice, a little bit. But right now I'm drinking a massive amount of tea to help like nourish me. This is like the 7th time I fill this up today. Like I had to like push it out of me in a situation, like get some fluids in me. Oh, hi, Shadow. Yeah, you know what? I should really load up my tablet and read it off my tablet, because I freaking can't read these. I'm gonna load my tablet. Hopefully, it's not dead. But hey, Shadow Sun. Yeah, I thought I had COVID, but I got tested negative, but it did kind of pop up like slightly positive, and it was weird. The nurse herself was like kind of weird by it. She was just like, okay, maybe you just got a low-grade viro in you. But she's like, you know, overall, I wouldn't declare this as positive, but she's like, just to be clear for everyone, social distance. And I was like, okay. And then my boyfriend, he got his work, gave him a whole bunch of like home tests. So we were constantly, I was constantly every day, was constantly testing myself, see if I was okay, if I was alive, and which we all came negative. Both of us became negative, but also he was, also when he gets to work, he gets tested when he gets to work. Oh, that's the cute guy that lives. Sorry, distracted. This is the cool part about living on the 3rd floor, is like I could like peer over and look at really hot guys, and they don't even recognize me being up here. No, so we test ourselves, and of course everything came out negative, and but still, like I had this like weird. Sorry guys, I'm not distracted. I'm just trying to fix my tablet to my internet and not my neighbor's internet. Yes. But yes, it all came at negative, but I lost my voice for 4 days, and it was just like a struggle. Silencing a Gemini is the worst feeling in the world. My tablet's like, you need to update everything in your life. Of course, bitch, I need to update everything in my life. I've been gone for a moment. Such a Gemini thing to do is having all my gadgets. Turn the volume down. I'm loading up the chat, so give me a sec on the chat. And oh my god, I just have like these random spurts hairs. I'm trying to grow my hair out a little bit before I actually get a haircut, so like it kind of blends pretty well. I hate the fact that they actually ask you if you want live chat or top chat. It's just ridiculous to give that option. There. Okay, cool. Now I can see. Oh, Noah, are you joining them? Are you live chat? Stop. Are you joining them? Hi, Free. I have my chat on my tablet because I don't like my chat and my phone because it kind of blocks what I see and distracts me a little bit. But yeah, losing my voice was horrible. I think that's the third time in my whole life losing my voice. And they would be, um, my doctor was like, oh, maybe we should get your tonsils removed. And I'm like, no, it's not actual like sore throat. It's like the actual vocal cord was like my vocal chakra was like thrown at the fucking window. And he's like, well, we'll talk about it later when we have an option to talk, for you to come in and check, and we can see if those tonsils do need removed. I'm like, I kind of don't want nothing removed. I don't want to do anything. Like, leave my body alone. It's untouched. It's pure. I need this. This is literally a virgin oracle that never been touched, that has visions. No, no, not me. Okay, cool. You'll be watching here and there. Cool, good. You get to see drunk Anthony, it gets sassier by the drink. And I don't know. I was thinking about buying Portland potato, uh, uh, which was distributed down the street from my place here, and it's just potato vodka, and it's really effing amazing. It's just like vodka has no flavor, but there's certain ghetto vodkas that can burn your whole mouth. Like, oh, well, there's no bacteria in that mouth anymore. But this potato vodka is like literally smooth and easy to drink, and I don't know, maybe having a couple of those drinks might make me very, very like, Wheel of Fortune. It's a show and a card. Like, I might be like that, but, oh, Shadow, did it happen to you? Oh, hi, hi, Free. Did Free just up and leave? Did Free leave? Did Free left? Come on, cards. Oh, FYI, guys, in the chat, tell me can you guys hear that music? Cause I did get in trouble last time I went live. I had a song that they thought it was it Katy Perry? It was somebody who's popular. They thought it was, and I had to tell them no. I had to say no, it was not that song. And of course they asked, and I was like, A Witch's Daughter or something like that was the name of the song. And I was like, that has no same tempo or notes or anything or vocal cords or range of that. Like, no. But I want to make sure you guys can't hear it. Maybe here and there. You kind of hear it, Knox? Okay, good. I just kind of want it just kind of. I don't want it full everything. Doctor had no idea because I had no swelling. Cool. If you like the music, anyone who likes the music, just look up witchy music and just play, and that's how I discover a lot of artists. Like right now, I think this is right now is songs to your songs to channel your channel your inner siren, and it's just cool music. It's what it's called. But I don't want anyone here. I know you guys can probably hear that train going by. I feel sorry for the other people who lives out there. So put those cards down. So my apartments are, maybe I could draw it. I think this is Lana. So this went from free tarot reading to, this is Scrap Anthony's apartment. Okay. So my building, and it goes on, and then it goes like and then there's a pathway. Hold on, I'm drawing my lovely place. And course, gated. And then there's a gate down here too that we don't really care. So I live in a corner piece on the 3rd floor. And then the train tracks kind of go right here. Look at me drawing. You guys, my apartment. Okay. So it's simple. So I'm right here, or FYI, we're here. You are here. And then there's apartments right here kind of holding off, and it's the 3 levels holding off the actual, the sound of the train, because the train goes right here and it goes really loud. So if you guys hear a train in the background, it's because of that. But yeah, really poorly drawn, but you guys get the memo. But you can hear the train, but not so much. So free. Just drop your question. There is no list as of yet, but drop your question and I will get to you. But yeah, it's pretty cool because of the, like, it's really dedicated to my goddess Hecate, and I've been on the train tracks a couple times and trying to pick up like pieces of the woods and everything. Further down the street there's like a 3-way track, not 3-way track, but like 3 tracks go into one. So like right there is that little crossroad thing, and I really would love if I can like actually get like a spike from that specific area, like, because I would love to do it. My neighbor. Sorry, the neighbor's been staring at me this like whole live from my Facebook live. He was staring at me the whole time. What does Carl think about me? Let's like redefine the question. Maybe let's talk about your guys' relationship. Yeah, Hecate. Yes. Cut off. Uh-oh. Before we jump in, I want to like... Which... If you're a huge Wiccagem fan, you know that I've never really exposed my actual personal book of shadows. I mean, look how old my ribbon is. But when did I dedicate myself? March 26, 2004. So for 2020, I've been dedicated to her, and I've been practicing the craft since 99. Which it took me a moment to find her and like work with her and process her. That's so weird because we're coming up to the anniversary. But yeah. I love my book of shadows. I love it. It's my burn book. I talk so much mad shit about people in there. Card popped up, which usually means stop shuffling. Shadow, I will get to you in a second, girl. Oh. So yeah, there is no relationship free. There is no relationship. There's contemplation. There's a lot of like dreamlike thoughts of like what ifs. What if I change or everything? Was he very outspoken, strong, vibrant, and very like vocal? Early congratulations, thank you, son. I can't wait for the 20th anniversary because I'm really gonna go all out on that one. Okay, so he's very determined in everything. Someone has to apologize. Someone has to take the leap of stepping forward and apologizing to each other. if there is no relationship or no connection between you two, then you have to kind of do it justice and like walk away or actually talk to them. But there has to be self-closure or closure or closure to the situation. But there is closure around, and I don't know what it's going to be, but it's like kind of on you. Camel pee. But you're going to have to create closure of the problem, closure of the friendship, relationship, or self-closure, the whole thing away and walk away from it. I mean, that's kind of the next step. Because justice next to that card, and that, especially with the King of Wands looking away, it's telling me that this no longer applies. So we should create. This is where I usually say, this is the time where we create closure. Closure to the problem, closure to the situation, closure to the actual being, or self-closure where you just call it goods. Like, I don't know if that, I don't want to be mean, but that's what's pushing. Okay, Shadow, would love to know any information related to my career. Looking for work, been a struggle. You are telling me, sister. Here, I have actually been looking for work because I'm unemployed right now. But I have been looking for work, and all they can really say to me is, unfortunately, Anthony, if we do hire you, there's a chance that the city might shut down again, and that you will just be screwed out of unemployment because we won't be able to give you unemployment because you'll be a new person. So, and I was like, shit, damn, that kind of hits the heart. Yes, and you're welcome. So just keep doing. I think volunteer work might be in the books for you, or a temp job would be really good for you. I know that you're financially struggling a little bit, but you think you're okay. You have these two, especially when the page is looking onto the Queen. This usually means you have a very vibrant young energy, but you have really good, strong resume and strengths. And but you're very youthful, you're very related, you're very connected. And I'm not saying that you're old, or I'm just saying you're a very matured person, or how to become mature early on, and that the Page of Swords is kind of like something that talks about like youthfulness, a really fresh breath of air energy and everything. So look onto like volunteer work or temp agencies and see if anything is good for you or apply for you. I just had a reading for a friend who I told him like continue sticking around with the temp agency job and like stick to it, and he says okay, cool, and he like stayed on there as a temp, and he finally now is a permanent job at the job that he was temping for like 6 months, and he became employee. And in fact, of all things, when he became a solid employee, he became employee of the month, which I thought that was so cool. What are my cards rearranging? Hopefully that makes sense for you, Shadow. Yeah, I'm trying to resist not to go back to my other jobs that I formerly quit, and whatnot, so. Hey. You're welcome, Shadow, and I was very surprised that you jumped on here quick. Let's see. I have been waiting to find out if I have a patron or matron on my life. What are the signs I need to look out for? Oh, okay. So, signs. This could be multiple things. Start looking into like things that catches your eyes for no reason. Be like, sorry, I got like something in my eyelashes. For like Hecate, like how I found it was like uh, when I lived back in Gresham, there was crows, but like what really triggered me a lot was the amount of crows were constantly around. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to follow Morgan. And I looked up and I was like, I don't really like, it doesn't really like, connect to me or anything of sorts. And so I looked up other like crone aspects or other animal associations with goddesses and gods. And Hecate popped out. And then when I researched her and looked her up and like studied her for a good year, then I realized, okay, maybe, and that was like, yeah, that was like back in early 2000s. I kind of was like, wow, this is kind of cool, and I liked it, and then I saw that. But when an a patron or matron, or when a goddess or gods or whatever deity that's trying to contact you, you start noticing things uniquely happening or around you. You start like why did I look over here? Or awkwardly enough get lost and find a stone that's such a, and those signs will start getting stronger and stronger on more to the fact of like you don't give it enough attention, or you're not registering the actual attention or what they're trying to get a hold of. Like basically the phone calls will get louder and obnoxious until you pick up the phone and realizing that your warranty is extended to this goddess. That's how I found it. But it takes a moment. It takes a moment. Not everything happens overnight. Not everything happens in this like really biblical way of life. Like, oh my God, there's a golden light gates open and realize that, you know, Jesus needs me kind of situation. It'll come, it will come. He was scared you're gonna miss this. Oh, this was like a random live. Um, this is not the drunken divination. The drunken divination is tomorrow, which is gonna be a very amazing thing. How does how Lewis feel about Brendan? But you're asking for a friend. I don't know. I have this again. Maybe I should have like a really good, disclaimer. Like I just think it's unethical to read tarot card readings. For me to do tarot card readings for people who are not present or relevant to the current or even relevant to the question. Specifically, like that of all questions, that would be the number one question I would not do. Is I'm asking for a friend. Usually it's not a thing for me. Like I don't know. Giving a reading for two people who are not present or anything of sorts, it kind of makes me feel awkward because it's like there's nothing to reflect or bounce off. There's nothing to talk about. Like, oh, is this that? When I have questions, I have questions. He's on the call with you? Okay. Tell him to pop up on this video and I can give him a reading. But yeah, sorry. It's just I have ethics, and I did it in the beginning when I started doing tarot card readings. I did it in the beginning, and I started doing this, and then that one particular person came back and be like, I really disapprove, that you did that to me, that you read my cards without me being around. Like, you took that energy from me, and it wasn't fair. And then I was just like, oh shit, I did something wrong, and I felt guilty, and then I reflect on it, and then I realized, yeah, no, I'm not doing that ever again. Like, I don't feel that's nice. So, I mean, if he's on the call, then he's on the call. There. Cool. If he's on the call, he's on the call. Tell him to log in to YouTube and log in here and then jump about this. Sometimes notification didn't work. No, yeah, Sunshine, yes. Let me kind of, like I did on my Facebook, kind of just like, kind of fill this out. And I'm going to give you also a tarot card advice is that I spin out the cards, and then I hear, like if you rub your fingers near your ear, you'll hear this. This is telling me to go left. This is telling me to go right. So I will sit there and listen, and then when the card really hits one of these fingers, it feels like a little paper cut, and that's when I'm like, that's the card, and I flip it out because it needs to be out. But yeah, I'll do one card for a relationship. Let's see what's going on. That one. It's been difficult lately. And yes, it has been difficult lately because the Ten of Wands has been saying struggle. Also, the Ten of Wands is a complete card, which also can declare I'm completely done with the struggle, and then, let's do something different. But with this card being said, in a relationship, I feel like either you're carrying a lot versus him carrying that. And I feel like, to solve this card, to get this card out of your love reading, is to communicate. Because this card is not a communicating. Like, this card doesn't want to talk. But you should definitely communicate and talk to him and describe to him what's going on. Like, either you feel like you're taking on more than the share of the relationship, or is he taking more the share of the relationship? Somehow you guys need to connect and talk. A best thing to do, because this is a power card, is to go to a park, go somewhere where it's not either or's place of power. If you guys live separately, don't do it in your apartment, don't do it in his apartment, because people tend to be very strong when they're in their own apartment. They think they're stronger than the other person, which is true. It's a place of power. So I think this would be a good advice for you to actually go like to a park and talk, or go to a really quiet restaurant, or even a fucking corner bar. That would be a really good place to go to and chat and figure out what's going on. What's the deal with you two? I feel like it's been rocky. Let's figure this out. Let's clear up the air situation. So. See? That's my baby blanket too as well. That's not mine, that's Little Man's baby blanket. That's my baby blanket. And she sleeps on it. She won't sleep on anything else, really. She would rather sleep on that. And I'm like, girl, come on. Like, I have to wash her at least once every week. Due to cat hair and, just her shedding. Hey, helicopter. What you're hearing is a helicopter for the newscasters. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's so close for newscaster. And the fun fact is, like, one day they were showing off, like, the homeless community here is terrible. But they were showing off a lot of the homeless community camps, and they were, zooming in, and, like, they zoomed right past my apartment. So I'm like, this is so cool. Sorry, my neighbors are weird. Specifically that one. Weird. Anyways. Okay. Well, if it's long distance, then actually that's kind of a good thing in a way, because then you guys can like video chat each other and figure out what's going on. And also that itself, long distance relationships are so difficult. Like, I don't know. Like, me and Jason, my boyfriend, we were just talking the other day about, like, oh, it'd suck if I had to move back to Gresham or something because it's cheaper rent and I can survive, be comfortable, but I'm comfortable here. But yeah, he he's like, it would suck if you moved that far because then it would be kind of like a long distance relationship because he lives downtown as well. And he's like, then I wouldn't be able to visit you often unless it's my days off. And I'm like, what kind of relationship is that to see you only 2 days out of a week? It wouldn't work for me. So yeah, I can't do long distance relationship, but some people can. Some people could love that. So it's a mission. Yeah, just have a good video chat and state, state taking turns on communicating. A lot of people tend to forget that you also have to listen when you chatting, but also you need to like respect what he has to say and tell him that there's no retaliation. Like you have to like explain and you have to hold the bitch back because believe me, it's super hard for me not to retaliate half the time, but you kind of have to tend to like relax, step back, and listen to your partner and hear some of the cruelties that comes out of the mouth is a challenge. And then from there, you guys need like, okay, we got it all out of the table, we got it all out. Now let's figure solutions. Let's figure if this is a time where we should call it quits and that we go our separate ways, or let's work together. Let's get rid of this problem because we should be just having sex and having a good time and having an amazing dinner. So, but yeah, hopefully that works. Like again, communication, huge. I'm dating my boyfriend. He's on the spectrum, so he doesn't communicate at all at times. When he's angry, he'll just wouldn't even express it. And then the next day I'll hear it, or if he goes to work, I'll hear it. Like he's like, I'm severely mad at you. Don't leave me alone. I'm like, how do we went from being mad to each other when we were just literally watching TV and eating breakfast together and laughing together? So I had to learn like a whole new way of communicating with someone who's on the spectrum, which wasn't that bad. It became easy after a while. I mean, there's times where I was like, just shut up, don't say nothing. But yeah, he just has his special way of talking, I guess. So. Oh my god. Sorry, my friend just sent me a snap and she's like, remember this 3 years ago? You were full on about to date this guy and you didn't date him? And I'm like, just messaged her back like, yeah, because I don't date Virgo guys. Yeah. He ain't going nowhere. He really states the fact that the other night he's like, I'm at the point in our relationship where I can't look at someone else and think potential I could be with that guy. He's like, I'm just kind of just like focusing on like being with you. And he's like, do you feel the same? And I was like, God no, I hate you. But I'm a very mono person anyways. When it comes to relationship, I'm really just one-on-one person. I tend to not jump out of relationships to date another person, and that's what gets me to thinking that I'm not a cheater. I can't cheat. I won't be able to cheat. If I cheated, which would be very difficult for me, I'll come home and be like, I fucked someone. Just like admit it instantly, because it's not the guilt. It's just like I think it's probably the guilt, but it's like the knowledge of like, I hurt this person. I did this. I had sex with somebody and then I hurt this person, and if I still continuously lying, then yes, then I don't know. It would just hurt me. It would hurt me. Yeah. Around Wondering. I love the name. Yeah. Leave your, if you guys want a reading, just leave your questions down below. If I haven't read for you, leave your questions down below. definitely, that's what I'm here for. Need to get my practice on. But yeah, how is everybody out there? How y'all doing? All the new people that joined in, I can't tell who's in or who's not. Hope y'all doing okay. A spiritual attack. If yes, who is it coming from and what should I do about it? Okay, so instead of a tarot card reading, I can give you like really good advice because that's like my MO. Binding, breaking, and protection. It's kind of like my thing. So a good friend just recently just told me the CPR, the cleanse, the protect, and return. And it particularly does not like particularly send it back to the sender and you know the sender. It's just return. So what you do is cleanse yourself, cleanse everything, cleanse your whole entire house, your home, your car, cleanse everything because certain spells will attach to certain parts of your physical living. Also, not just only cleanse that, but cleanse yourself, do a cleansing bath, which is really inexpensive ritual where you just basically salt, hot water, salt, bubble bath, get in there and just like visualize the salt just absorbing it. And then what I do is my ritual baths is I have a big habit of my ritual baths is where I just unplug the tub, like the bath, and just I just lay in there until the water is completely gone, and I just visualize just gunk coming off of me. And then you're gonna start practicing protection. So you're gonna start protecting your vehicle, protecting your house, protecting your being. Start carrying protective charms, stones, and stuff like that. Start charging them up. Do that and everything. And then when you get to the part where you're fully cleanse and protect, you return. So you take whatever energy that you feel is against you, and if a person didn't really send you anything negative or didn't send nothing to you and you feel like a little bit of curse but you're not, and you're really not cursed and you feel like you kind of have that curse thing on you, still return it. But this is what I do. Instead of sending harm to someone who already sent harm to me, or if there's no one, I'm not going to aimlessly like shoot in the darkness. I take that energy that was sent to me and return it to Earth. Just, nope, I'm good. It goes back in there, and then it gets re-energized, quote unquote, good karma points right behind that, and just keep doing it. Keep doing it once a month. That's what I do once a month on full moons. Next to my full moon rituals, I do the cleanse, protect, and return to Earth. That's what I do. And you will feel 10 times better knowing that it's nothing coming at you. And if it's something coming at you, cleanse and protect instead of like sending it. And plus, when someone who sends harmful spells and stuff like that, it takes a lot of energy. Also, strings attached as well. All spells have strings attached to the sender. It takes a lot of energy to do that to someone, and it's annoying because you have to keep the energy going. You have to keep that negative energy going, and by the time you got the person, by the time you harm the person, everything, you're already just like floodgated with just tiredness. So, hi Angel, hello, welcome guys, and then J Swella Bella, hi Angel. straight to the point. So hopefully around wandering, hopefully that kind of helps you out a little bit. Just that's what I would do. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm definitely. I have that video saved onto my phone. I'm gonna kind of edit it a little bit, not edit the actual video, but kind of like give it a little bit of like a little bit of background music, kind of some bit of filters. Okay, so if I marry someone else that is not Jose, Sag, in the future, will that marriage end in divorce? Jeez, Angel, so dramatic. But for that one, I'm gonna pull a card because it's a yes or no. But I wouldn't say that. I'll figure out what is going on with you in general when it comes to like why you're not marrying Jose. If you're thinking outside the marriage bubble. There. That one. So, okay. I'm gonna say this to you, Angel. I think you should stick with the Sagittarius. The Sun card popped up, and this is meaning that you will be in happiness with Jose. So I was asking, like, what's going on between Jose and them? Where's the situation going on? And it's saying that you should stick with Jose, happiness with a suit, but also if you have feelings for other people or if you have feelings for another person, you need to like immediately squash that because it's just going to create heartaches for everyone around. And what do we need more heartaches in this world than we already have? So honestly, Angel, I think you should just remain where you belong, where it's good. And what makes me confirm even more, because this is a Leo card of all cards, because hello, planetary thing, but it's a fire card, and Sagittarius is fire, so stick with that, Angel. He's a piece of work. Sagittarius are known to be really difficult to date because they're very independent and they don't need anyone to help them or be with them. They can totally be single for life and be content. And it's incredibly lonely in my opinion, but I think overall it'll be good. But also communicate some things. Talk. That again, if you can't wait for him to change, that's also another reason that you should communicate too. You need to reveal everything. Let the sun illuminate light on everything. The truth. The truth needs to come to the light, and it always does. Okay, what is John current next move? Current next forward movement towards me. We're both Capricorns and Sun, but both just friends. Well, let's figure out. Cards don't jump out without permission. That was like a huge chunk of cards. Okay. So let's not make a move. Let's not make sudden movements. Let's not talk about relationships yet. Let's try to remain calm, try to remain relaxed during this time. You can see Johnny too. That's his nickname. Okay, you don't make any sudden moves. You being a Capricorn and him being a Capricorn is clearly don't like sudden movement. Patience, and you both have patience for this. Right now, don't move. The Tower card is a very swift, active card, but it is also a card of dramatic things happening, and not everybody's on board with that dramatic, swift attack, the lightning bolt. So you should just remain calm, don't move. And the reason why I'm kind of happy that this card popped up, because this is like, okay, Earth, Pentacles, Earth, Earth, clearly, Capricorns. This card is telling me that if you just remain calm, let it grow, plant the seeds, let it grow, it will come to a good thing. One way or another, you guys' friendship or a romantic relationship, one way or another, your relationship with each other, be it friendship or romance, will nourish into a really healthy family like energy. So not saying that you guys are gonna all have kids and family's gonna be there. It's gonna be one of those like it's gonna nurture to you become close, like family. But again, do not make sudden moves, please. Remain calm. Don't do it. Don't not do it. It's because when the tower is there in the beginning, that means a person is about to make a move they're gonna regret bad, both ends. So it's like, let's not just go out and be like, hey Johnny, you want to date? Like that. That's like ballistic and off the wall, and this person doesn't react. So he's communicating and reaching out. Yeah, see? Communicating and reaching out. So if he's communicating and reaching out, then just remain this for a moment. Keep it steady, because it would create a healthy mountain for you two goats to be running amok up there. But right now, just hold it off a little bit. And I know, yes, 2 years is kind of a long time, but hey, he's reaching out to you, which means he's still in cahoots with you. He still wants to communicate with you, which is a healthy thing, because Capricorns, oh my god, you guys, my mom's a Capricorn. You guys can go silent for like weeks until you guys realize, oh shit, I need to talk to a human, my social. So hopefully that helps you out, and you're welcome. You wrote things. And you're welcome. Sorry, my neighbor is out again. He's a good guy. I need to get him. I have a lot of spam cans that I rinse out and kind of soak it in bleach and rinse out, sterilize it a little bit. And I give it to him, and he has like, his windowsill is like full of spam cans, and there's plants in them. And literally it's one of those devil's ivy, so it kind of like grows and grows and grows and grows. And so he just sits there and he just feeds them water. He's like really super good at plants. I'm super surprised that he's has a green thumb. Drunk as fuck 24/7. He's only sober when he's at work, but when he gets home, drinks. He wakes up, he drinks a little, sobers up, goes to work. And especially what's today? Today's Friday, and he's home. He's really definitely drinking, and yeah, he's drinking right now, which is good. I really like him. What's creative? Oh, the spam can things. Yeah, he's amazing planter. Cancer, which is kind of up Cancer's rally, because he needs something to nurture. Destructive relationship he was in. I told him, I was like, hey, you need to watch out for that girl. She's just a really frantic person, and when she's been over his house a couple times, and I think what really triggered him was he came home from work and she had broken into his apartment and like laid in bed naked, and she's like, come on, we're gonna do this. And little did we all know, she has a kid, husband and kid back home. She's just here on a visa pass and just having sex with him, and he's something. But not him, but she's something. But he's a really good person. He means well. Not the best looking guy in the world. He has a very British face, but he's a really nice man. Like, and plus, he knows my boyfriend from way back then, so it's kind of cool. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have nothing against gay guys." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, because I've been friends with your boyfriend for many, many years," and I'm like, "What?" And I started connecting. I was like, are you guys friends? And Jason's like, yeah, that's Sid. I known him for years. I don't know if he's outside waiting or no, he's smoking. He smokes the devil's lettuce, if you will. Oh yeah. If you're like a Wiccagem fan, you would know that I had Henry the lavender plant for like 11 years until he turned to bush, hardwood. A lot of people tend to let the let lavender go and it becomes hard. Once the wood becomes hardwood, then it doesn't really necessarily produce like really fragrant lavender, and also it exposes it. Its center exposes it, and it can be killed from like winter storms and stuff like that. It can die, and finally it got to the point where I couldn't maintain him. I couldn't save him, and Henry was actually at the point where it should have been transplanted, and I couldn't because the roots were kind of not long, but they were kind of spread out. And I was like, okay, we're done. Just throw it away. Let me harvest whatever's left of him and throw him away. And I ended up doing that, and I kind of cried about it because like we've been with the plant for 11 years. Then I moved downtown, and I was like, okay, maybe I should get a lavender plant downtown, but it's in one of those little plastic things. And got here, lavender plant just died, kind of immediately, and I was taking care of it, and I was like, oh. So I kind of slightly miss Gresham, because Gresham has a lot of grass. Here, my grass is concrete. Like, I hate it. During the summer, it sucks because in the summer, it's like heats up the cement, and the cement stays hot for a long time. By the time it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, then it becomes really cold, and it's nice, and that's when you kind of relax. But fuck it, this year I'm getting an AC, or I don't care. This year I'm getting an AC unit. I'm not trying to fucking, because my window, I have a window here, I have a window in my back door, and I have a window over there by my bed. I live in a studio, if you guys want to know, but it's all sun. It's all sun that gets in here, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate with the summer. I hate it because the last year was the forest fires, so it was bad. It was heated, and the air was hot because of the heat from the fires, and the smoke was holding the heat. And before that it was what was it? The actual forest fire heat wave. Last year was heat wave. Sorry, last year was heat wave, and the year before it was actually the forest fire here happened in Oregon, that burned over fucking fireworks. Oh, you're welcome. Around wandering. You're welcome. No, like sometimes you don't really need to seek out divination in the form of sense of like figure out what if and where it's coming from. Like, do you really care to know, or do you just want to cease, get rid of it, cleanse and protect yourself, and get rid of it? I don't know that number. So yes, I was told by a good friend about that. Just do your CPR, cleanse, protect, and return. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be getting off here pretty soon, just so I can actually do my womanly chores around this house and feed my children, making sure they are well fed. But definitely I want to, now since I have internet in my house, officially, I can start doing some live videos. But so tomorrow, Drunken Divination, I will be on there tomorrow. You guys just type in Drunken Divination on YouTube. You will find where I'm at, and hop in there, and hopefully you can get on. I've been in the chat a couple times, watching their video a couple times, and it's kind of hard to get your question in a way because it's so crowded with questions. But if you get there at a respectful time or whatnot, then yeah, jump on that. If not, you can just watch me get drunk. which is another reason why I want to clean my desk, because I know I'm going to be like, drunk. But yes, you're welcome, Shadow Sun. Oh my god, it sounds like some Mr. Miyagi shit. But yes, thank you guys for like jumping on here, supporting, and enjoying this. But I will be going on here very frequently because it's time for me to get frequently on this. So till then, guys, thank you for watching and whatnot. Blessed be.